Hey, gun people, how do we get here?
Now! Get off the ground now!
Well, that doesn't look very safe. I'd hate to be in that car. All right, this is an interesting shooting. And again, look, 30-year retired cop. I'm giving you my experience from my take. Good, bad, or indifferent. You can take it with a grain of salt. Agree, disagree. Here we go.
You come out of the house, sir.
I'm here.
I know, you come out.
I got my roommate up here. Came up and slugged me in the head and started beating him. I don't know who he is.
Go ahead.
Homeowner says a guy came in his house, stabbed him or stabbed his roommate or beaten the hell out of him and his roommate. He's got a freaking rolling pin. The fact that he doesn't have a gun, he hasn't shot this guy, but I digress. He's in his house trying to defend his roommate, and the cops tell him to get out, and then they don't go in and defend his roommate. Law enforcement can't stop you from defending yourself or others, okay? I can tell you, don't do that, you can't do that, but you can't be arrested for defending your property or defending, well, you can. I mean, they can arrest you for any freaking thing, but the only thing I would say is they may end up shooting you because they're out of control and they know they're not accountable, but if you give up your will to defend yourself or your family and you turn it over to cops, well, you're an idiot. Because when you watch these cops, there's like zero sense of urgency on saving this person. You've got a guy in a house with a knife, and these guys are like, oh, I got my unit in the back, and hey, come out here, police. And if this guy went, follow me in, I'm going to get the guy, the cop would have followed him in.
Go behind your car. This is the police department. Come out of the house now.
So, meanwhile, somebody's in there getting stabbed, raped, killed. Cops don't stop crime. They show up after a crime, shoot everybody, or draw chalk lines around the victims. La 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 la.
Trying to call him out of the house. Sir, I ask you to go back by my car again,
I
please.
think he's high.
Cop is more concerned about the guy wanting to go in his own house and defend his roommate while the cop stands out there and, yeah, can I get another unit here? And, officer safety, I'm not going to go in there. That's dangerous. I'll just wait out here. Let who's ever in there get killed. That's their problem. Perfect.
If I can get a unit to go on the back side of the house.
You hear a guy fighting and yelling in there, and the cop's outside. Why? Because he's scared. Officer safety. But Rick, cops have a tough job, and they're all heroes. Yeah, okay.
You said someone else is inside? Your roommate's inside?
We haven't. You can go inside. I have a housemate in there. He's beating on both of us. He slugged me in the jaw.
You have a guy that's unlawfully in a house and someone's in danger. That is exigent circumstances. He should have went straight in, but he's more worried about the guy, keeping him away from the house and go stand by my car. La 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 la. Let me walk through here. Taking a stroll while somebody's getting stabbed. He'll be alright. I got a vest and a gun and I got backup. And I can't get sued. Shit. What's my hurry? Perfect. Back to blue.
Police department!
He's stabbing me!
So the tape was cut. I don't know how long it took for two officers to get to where they're at now, and how long this poor guy's been getting stabbed. When they find him, he's in a headlock with a guy with a knife. So how long was that been going on? We don't know because they cut it. Probably because the cops took for freaking ever. Unbelievable. Okay, here's a pro tip for you young cops that think that these guys are heroes. If somebody's yelling help and there's a guy with a knife and they're unauthorized, you go to the screams and yells. I know you guys were trained at Uvalde to where you sit in a hallway while kids are getting slaughtered and you guys are using hand sanitizer with 200 cops in a hallway and nobody makes entry while cops and teachers are getting killed. I know you think that's okay and no duty to act and officer safety. If you want to be a cop and follow your oath and protect and serve, and since you do have a gun and since you are getting paid and since you do have free medical and great benefits and good pay, maybe you ought to try doing your freaking job and protecting and serving. think they're concerned about this guy that's been in there all this time, bleeding out, getting stabbed? Look how, I mean, all cops now are pussies. All they can do is write freaking tickets.
Help! Help!
Oh, get out, get out, get out! Okay, so I don't know where this guy came from. Obviously, I didn't see him. They tell him to get out, okay?
Help!
My roommate, please!
Get up! Help!
Get out!
I'm really surprised they didn't shoot the dog.
Help! Show me your hands now! Help!
So this guy's yelling help. He's in a headlock with an intruder with a knife. Meanwhile, his roommate's got a freaking rolling pin because he's going to make some bread instead of a gun to defend himself.
14 has him as hostage with a knife. Put down the knife and let him go.
Okay, so deadly force, 100% justified right here. A headshot, justified, no problem. The Supreme Court just ruled they ain't got to shoot the head. They can literally shoot the hostage as long as they say they're shooting at the bad guy and they're covered and protected. If you think cops are coming in to save you, you're crazy. This dude is lucky the cops didn't kill him.
Put down the knife and let him go now. Go, sir! Get out of there!
Okay, so you would think this guy would run away after being held, but he doesn't because it's his house. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? And you two scared pussies are hanging back here. You're going to let the guy get away. I want to catch his ass.
Now,
Go!
move!
Go!
Stay inside the house. Drop the knife!
Okay, so here is where it comes morally right or legally right. The guy has a knife to somebody, he supposedly stabbed somebody, and now he's fleeing. He is a armed, fleeing felon that is a danger to the public. Would I have shot him here? No, I wouldn't. I've had plenty of chances to shoot plenty of people with knives and guns, and I haven't. So I would not have shot him here. But then again, I wouldn't have let him get as far away as he did either. This guy ain't that fast. He's got a backpack on. Just the cops are slow.
Get on the ground now!
So he's standing there instead of closing distance and giving orders.
Stop now!
Get on the ground now!
So now we have two cops filing at not what I would consider a safe background, whoever this guy's at. Multiple rounds. Why didn't they shoot him earlier if they were going to shoot him, and why did they shoot him here? My guess is if I ask him that, when he was closer, we thought we might be able to catch him. When he got this far, our fat ass donut eating lazy ticket writing, just getting out of our car to write a ticket, out of shape, we figured we couldn't catch him, so we decided to shoot him. Is it justified? Yes. He's still a fleeing felon, and he's armed. Would I have done it? Probably not. I mean, I would have chased the guy. Somebody's going to say in a minute, see, they should have killed him because he got somebody else. Well, that's true. But they have, when you use deadly force, it's got to be what's in your mind at the time. If the cops, when they started shooting, they didn't shoot here, what changed? Why did they feel deadly force wasn't authorized here and didn't use it? And now...
Stop now!
Get on the ground now!
What was the threat that changed? He's not closer to anybody. The only thing that changed is he's farther away from them. I'm not sure that's why you shoot somebody, but to each his own. Dude, this dude is so freaking lucky. He probably got bullet holes in his car.
Center shots fired.
Oh, got fire.
Guy should have jumped in the car. Cops would never lock their doors.
Get on your knees now!
So the guy stops, and instead of getting closer to the guy, so if you have to take a shot again, you can hit him, the scared pussy cops hang back.
Now!
He's standing there. You could have kept running and gotten a lot closer, taking him out. No, Rick. Officer safety. Don't want to get too close. I'll wait for him to turn, and then I'll just shoot up the entire neighborhood.
Put the knife down!
Now, originally, when I said deadly force was authorized, he's a fleeing violent felon, that still holds true. So legally, they can shoot him at any point now. unless he drops the knife. And then technically they could shoot him and say we don't know if he had a second weapon, and they would still be covered even if he didn't have a weapon. Or even if they said we shot him even though he dropped the weapon, we didn't care. That they're still covered. Again, no accountability. They can shoot anytime, anywhere. Why do they need to justify or think? Because they're completely covered.
We're right in the way.
Nobody's put out a suspect description, direction of travel, shooting up the neighborhood. If other cops are responding, they put out shots fired, so other cops are responding. They're probably going to the original address. And they don't know who to look for the guy in case these two donut-eating boys lose him anyway.
Watch him a little bit.
Okay, so tactically this is smart here. Rookie cops would run right to the corner and cut this close. You always want to take corners when you're chasing somebody wide in case they're waiting there to ambush you with a knife or gun. So, good tactics here.
In the garage!
So they've shot at him, I don't know, 14 times in the neighborhood, not cared about the background, and they don't shoot here and let him go in another house. Some people will say, well, they tried to shoot him, and no. There's no rhyme or reason on when these guys shoot.
Central, we're at 6535.
So we have a house, maybe with women and children, and they don't follow him in. Before somebody says, well, Rick, they need a warrant. No, they don't. Come on, this is exigent circumstances. Exigent circumstances is destruction of evidence, prevent escape, and hot pursuit, and immediate danger. Immediate danger to protection of life. They have immediate danger, protection of life for the people in the house, and they have hot pursuit. And they have a fleeing felon. Should have followed him and kicked that freaking door immediately before he got a shot. But they're so scared, they're used to writing tickets and threatening to arrest everybody on a traffic stop because they're big and tough. And when they finally get real crime, they just shoot up the neighborhood.
Our Broadview. Ball nap on me!
Got you.
This door is a lot easier to kick than a front door. And they don't kick it. They go to the front door and decide to kick it later. So this guy looks in a trash can. Evidently, he doesn't even know the guy went in the house.
We gotta get in.
I saw an arm going.
Yeah, you might want to get in. There's somebody in there. Guy could be killing somebody.
Hey, he's in.
Police! Police department!
Somebody's going to say, well, Rick, they're trying to cover 2 entries, and there's only 2 of them. That's why you stay together and you force entry and you go. They should have kicked this door or shot the dude before he ever got in the door or followed him in the door immediately by kicking this door and not waiting. And they didn't. And now, because they didn't, the people in the house are screwed and would be dead if the criminal wanted them dead. Only by luck, nobody else got hurt. If you read the description, oh, nobody got hurt, everybody was released to the scene, no officers were hurt. Perfect. Only by luck. This guy could have went in there and stabbed everybody he ran into in the neck, and they'd all been dead by the time the cops got in.
We're inside another house.
La 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 la. Hey dude, somebody's probably getting stabbed in there. Yeah, man. We gotta figure it out. Officer safety. Hang on. La 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 la. I might as well reload so I can shoot up the rest of the neighborhood. Maybe shoot up this house.
We gotta get in, Jake.
Okay, so the guy does a mule kick, pretty good, except he's kicking way too low. You're not going to break it. If you mule kick, you got to get close to the door. An easier thing would have been to take their gun and just shove the freaking barrel right in there. They got a police baton. There's 100 ways to break this glass and reach in and unlock it. Kicking the door, okay, at least they're trying. Dude, Good grief. I've seen a freaking little baby miniature horse kick. Hell, I've seen a turtle kick harder than that.
God damn it. What road are we on?
Okay, we can't get in. Oh, well. Somebody's probably getting stabbed, but that's all right. We're out here. We're safe. Officer safety.
English up. English up. Central Warren, English up. Please, open the door! Open the door! Get out!
What's going on?
Out! You got some intruder inside your house.
Oh my God.
Okay, so this woman is totally clueless. How does she not hear all the banging and screaming? I have no clue. Her daughter's in the house. They do good. Get out. You got an intruder. Get the hell out. Okay, so that's good. Props there. Not that if the guy wanted to kill these people, he could have killed them because they still haven't gotten the house unless somebody let them in. But Rick, they held their ground, and they, you know, the cop lovers and protectors that don't ever want to call out a cop, they're never going to see anything wrong. I really don't have any dog in this fight. I don't give a shit. I've seen good cops. I've seen bad cops. I've worked with good cops and bad cops. These two cops, there's two of them. They look inexperienced. They're out of shape. They weren't prepared, and they've made a lot of error. And luckily, nobody got killed, including everybody in the neighborhood when they were spraying and praying everywhere with all the rounds.
Go, go. Go to that Jeep over there. Anybody else inside?
Anybody else in my daughter?
Where's she at? 14, start a canine.
Start a canine. I'm trying to think. I think I've called for a canine maybe once. And it's because a guy jumped out a stolen vehicle and I lost him. And we had a bunch of units there and we were able to shut down the entire neighborhood. And I said, let's get a canine maybe for a track. You got somebody in there in danger with a guy with a knife and you're on a radio calling for a canine? He should be screaming, police, anybody else? There's an armed intruder in here. Identify yourselves. Let me know where you're at. I'm here to help you. But he should have been communicating with maybe the daughter who was somewhere in the house. Instead, he's on the radio requesting a canine. Hey, have the sergeant set up a command post and bring some donuts. We're thirsty too. Bring donuts and drinks, please. I don't know how this guy got it. Where did he get out of? I couldn't even tell. He must have came out the same door he went in.
14, start a canine.
How did he get behind them? What the hell? He's behind them. Where the hell did he come from? So now we have a pretty crossfire, which, look, crossfires happen. Suspect got in between them. That's why you want to stay together. That's why they both should have been at the door, or both should have been in the yard, or both should have been in the house. But get on the fucking ground! So now we have two cops, hot pursuit. Again, we shot at him twice as he's running through the neighborhood, not knowing anything about the background. Now we kind of know more about the background. We didn't shoot him when he went in the house, and now we're not shooting him. Ah, who fired that? Why didn't they shoot here? If he was a danger to be shot, what changed? This is where, if you're not a cop who thinks and realizes things, you don't... These are answers. If I was investigating this as internal affairs, I would be asking them, why did you shoot here? Why did you shoot here? Why didn't you follow him in the house? Why, when you got the door, didn't you start yelling commands? I didn't think about it. I was nervous. I was on the radio. That's fine. That's your answer. I'm not saying the guy should be fired for all these mistakes, but mistakes have to be pointed out and lessons need to be learned and cops need to be able to review this and say, here are mistakes. Instead, you got a bunch of idiots running around back to blue. All cops are heroes and you can't ever say anything bad about a cop, so they keep doing the same stupid shit.
Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
So this guy starts to get a figure four, which is good. Had he picked up this foot and trapped this foot in the knee well, a lot of the fight would have been out. But he only starts at halfway and then he doesn't. He starts going with his taser.
Put your hands behind your fucking back!
So he just put 2 darts in him, and now he's dry tasing him in the leg.
Get your hand behind your back!
Then do it!
Now! Other hand!
So this guy hasn't been complying this entire time, and now he's complying. This will go when they're reviewing this case for prosecution, and he says, I didn't understand, or his attorney is saying that he has mental issues, or that he's afraid of the cops. Well, why did he listen here? He didn't listen before because he was trying to get away and he was trying to take other victims. He's listening now because he's losing. So he does understand, he does know how to listen.
Central Houston handcuffed. Taser deployment, deploy EMS. He's been shot.
Okay, so he gets out the guys in handcuffs, need EMS, taser deployed. Those are all use of force things. When you deploy a taser, you got to put it over the radio so it puts a time hack so they know about what time. And then later in investigation, when we check the download the computer chip in the taser, it'll say what time you shot and how many times you pulled the trigger and how long you gave him a ride. And then we'll know by the time if it was the same time you got on the radio or not.
Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife?
Is that with it?
Where is it?
Is that
For
with
the
it?
house to the east of our last.
This guy's holding hands here. Very bad. Shouldn't be doing that. Prisoners actually teach this in prison on how to move your hands in a circle, one way, one the other, and it will literally just can cut your finger off. It'll trap and catch your finger. But obviously this guy didn't get the memo, or cops aren't trained anymore, or you can't tell a cop anything nowadays because they're all so offended and so freaking ego fragile that, you know, you'll hurt and they'll threaten to arrest you, so they probably can't tell the guy that he's doing shit wrong.
Center. Homeowner in that house.
What about the woman, the child, the daughter who's still in the house? Could she be bleeding? Could she need medical aid? One of them finally says, we got to go inside and check, but plenty of time. Once the guy's handcuffs, dude, deal with it. I've left many guys. We're after multiple suspects. We tackle one guy. Once we get handcuffs on him, I'm rolling after the second guy. I'm not hanging around asking my partner, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm okay. Are you okay? What do you want to do next? You freaking go. You do what you got to do. Cops nowadays just drive me nuts.
Is accounted for. Unknown on the dog, but unknown on the dog that was in the house as well.
Do you have him? I'm gonna go check the house.
There's a daughter. Could be bleeding.
10-4. You good?
We have unarmed victims that could be a victim of this guy that might need medical, fellas. Well, that's all right. Officer safety, Rick. They'll get to it. Why are you always giving cops a hard time? Okay, whatever. Maybe you can be the guy bleeding when the cops are out there fucking around and blame me for being hard on the Back to Blue boys. Alrighty, well, in that there, Back to Blue. Till they get you stabbed and killed and blood out. But at least they're trying. Don't drive around when cops got their guns out. Well, in that there,